RSUs, ESOPs, ESPPs, ये सब कुछ ऐसे options हैं through which companies are offering their shares to its employees. And companies are doing so to keep their employees motivated, engaged, and loyal to the company in the long run. And not only that, it also helps in diversifying and strategizing your portfolio. ये stocks या shares एक important role play करते हैं to build your wealth in the long run. तो आज इन तीनों ऑप्शंस के बारे में डिटेल में बात करेंगे और इन पे क्या टैक्सेशन रूल्स अप्लाई होते हैं उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. Hey guys, my name is निपुन भाटिया और इस चैनल पर हम बात करते हैं पर्सनल फाइनेंस, वेल्थ मैनेजमेंट, मनी मैनेजमेंट, फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग के बारे में. एंड टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट ESPPs, RSUs एंड ESOPs. बहुत सी बड़ी कंपनीज, फॉर एग्जांपल मेटा, एप्पल, एडोबी, वॉलमार्ट, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, उबर, ये सारी कंपनीज अपने एम्प्लॉइज को होल्ड करने के लिए कुछ ना कुछ ऑप्शंस अपने स्टॉक्स के फॉर्म में प्रोवाइड करती हैं, which can turn out to be truly beneficial for the employees. और अभी हाल ही में इन्फोसिस ने भी अपने एलिजिबल एम्प्लॉइज को RSUs प्रोवाइड किए हैं. So let's first get started with RSUs only, which means that company is actually paying you the shares after a vesting period without actually you paying anything from your pocket. Which means कि अगर आपने जनवरी 2022 में एक कंपनी ज्वाइन करी और वो कंपनी में आपको ऑफर दिया गया that you will get 1000 units of RSUs with a vesting period of 3 years. तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ that you have to wait for 3 years or you have to complete 3 years of service in order to avail this 1000 shares of your company, and you will get those 1000 shares at whatever the market price of that company is going on after those 3 years. अब इसमें कुछ टर्म्स और कंडीशंस होती हैं, जैसे कि ये पैसा आपको एक लमसम में ना मिलने की जगह कभी कभी ब्लॉक्स में भी मिल सकता है. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू कंप्लीट 1 year of service and you get 25%, which is 250 units. So जनवरी 2023 में आपको 250 यूनिट्स ऑफ RSUs मिल जाएंगे और उसकी उस टाइम पे जो भी मार्केट वैल्यू रहेगी दैट विल बी एलिजिबल फॉर यू. और उसके बाद सेकेंड ईयर की सर्विस कंप्लीट होने के बाद आपको 25% ऑफ द शेयर्स फिर से मिल गए, विच इज अगेन 250 यूनिट्स. एंड थर्ड ईयर ऑफ कंप्लीशन पे you will get rest of the 50% of shares, which is 500 units. So in that manner, you will be able to get these 1000 units or 1000 stocks of your company in blocks, and these kind of terms and conditions can vary from company to company. And suppose you quit or resign after second year, so whatever shares you have already got, वो आपके पास रहेंगे और third year में जो आपको shares मिलने वाले थे, you will not get those shares because now you are not a part of that company anymore. So this is what RSUs means. It's a very simple standard plan which many companies can offer to their employees. Next we will talk about ESOP, which is Employee Stock Options Plan. अब as the name suggests, the company is providing you an option to purchase the shares of your company at a predetermined price but at a future date. So you have to serve that company for a particular period in order to avail the shares of that company, and in this case you are buying those shares from your pocket. Let's understand this with an example. So suppose in January 2022 you have joined a company and that company is providing you 1000 ESOPs after 3 years of vesting period. So you have to wait or you have to serve 3 years in that company in order to avail this 1000 ESOPs or 1000 shares of your company, and you will be purchasing those shares at a predetermined price, and that price is also told you. For example, let's say that predetermined price is at the rate of 100 rupees. So basically after 3 years there might be a chance that this particular 100 rupees in January 2025 it has become 300 rupees. So you will still get the option of buying these 100 shares after completion of 3 years of service, and you have the option of buying 1000 units. But this price of 1000 units into 100 rupees, which is 1 lakh rupees, will be given from your pocket. Company is not giving you that option. You have to pay this price from your pocket, and then you can see that if the company is growing in these 3 years of duration, then directly you are making a profit. And again, the terms and conditions can vary from company to company. This particular option can also be provided to you in blocks. So for example, you complete your first year and you are eligible to buy 20% ESOPs. You complete your second year and you are eligible to buy next 20% of ESOPs. And after completion of third year, Rest of the 60% of ESOPs you can buy. So that is how ESOPs is gonna work. So for example, if the price is not 300 rupees, the price has now reduced to 80 rupees. Again, it becomes your choice whether you want to purchase it at 100 rupees of predetermined price. Even if the price is 80 rupees, you can drop that option as well in case the price has been dropped. But usually when the companies are growing in the long term, the price of the share is also growing, and that is where this option is also very useful for the people who are staying in the company in the long run, and also the company is performing well in the long run, so that the share price of the company is increasing. So that's all about ESOPs. Now let's talk about ESPP, Employee Stock Purchase Plan. So out of all the options, ESPP is the most complex, and that is where we are gonna spend a bit more time. So there are certain terms and conditions for it. First is you will get the share at a discount price. So for example, you will get it at a discounted price of say 10% or 15%. That again varies from company to company. So for example, if the price of the share is 100 rupees, so you will get it at 85 rupees or 90 rupees, whatsoever percentage discount you are eligible for. The second terminology here is employee contribution. So you will be contributing from your pocket, and you can decide what percentage of your total monthly income you are gonna contribute. So it may vary from say 1% to 10%. It may vary from 1% to 20%. It depends on company to company. But for example, you are getting rupees 1 lakh in hand, and you decided to put apart 10% of your monthly income into this plan. So you will get in hand 90,000 rupees for next few months, and that particular duration is called offering period. Now offering period can vary from company to company. It can be 3 months or it can be 6 months, which means that your salary will be getting deducted for 3 months consecutively, for 6 months consecutively, and then at the end of 3 months or 6 months, whatever lump sum amount has been accumulated, that will be utilized to buy the shares of this particular company at a discounted price of 10% or 15%. So you are getting in-hand profit of 10 to 15% based on your company policy. Now there is another term which is called enrollment period. Now enrollment period means that, for example, your offering period starts from January and it remains for January, February, March in case you have 3 months. So your enrollment period will be in December, which means that you will have to enroll in this particular scheme in the particular enrollment period for next offering period. Let's understand this with an example. So suppose your enrollment period starts in 15 December to 31st December 2023. For these 15 periods, you are eligible to apply in the system. You have to select what percentage of your income you want to contribute, and let's say you contribute 10% of your income. So in January 2024 payroll, your 10% income will be coming less. In February also, your 10% income will be deducted, and so in March. Now what happened in April? In April, your whatever 30% or total is accumulated, let's say that amount is 30,000 rupees. So this 30,000 will be used to buy shares of your company at a discounted price. So suppose the current market value is coming out to be rupees 100 and you are getting 15% discount. So you will get 85 rupees per share value. So for these 35,000 rupees, you will be getting each share for 85 rupees, and hence you will be getting 353 shares of a company. This is what you are gonna get. Now there is a very important concept in this particular scheme, and that is not eligible in all companies. So you have to go and read your company's terms and conditions. There is a particular feature which is called look back period. Now it's a wonderful feature. Let me explain you what is this. Look back period means that so there are two dates. One is your allocation date. So your allocation date becomes 1st January, and then you have a purchase date. So your purchase date is 1st April. Now look back period means the price on these two dates will be compared. So suppose on 1st January the price is 100 rupees, but on 1st April the price has dropped to 80 rupees. So now 80 rupees is going to be considered, and on that 80 rupees you will be getting 15% or 10% discount, and then those 30,000 rupees will be utilized to buy these shares. There is also another feature in this scheme that the price may be locked for next 4 offering periods. So in case the price in first offering period, which is January, February and March, is increased to 130 rupees, again you will be getting your share at the 15% discount of rupees 100. Now for next offering period, which is April, May and June, the price has been increased to 150 rupees. Again you will get the share at a price of 15% discount at 100 rupees. So do check in your company's terms and conditions, but this is a very useful scheme. So as per my analysis, RSUs are the best options. The second option is ESPP, where you are getting a purchase at a forefront discount of 10% or 15%, and then on the third number ESOPs will come, where you are purchasing these shares from your own pocket after the vesting period, and that depends on you whether you want to purchase it or not. Now let's talk about taxation on these options. So अगर वो कंपनीज इंडिया में लिस्टेड हैं, so you will get the same kind of short term and long term benefits. For example, शॉर्ट टर्म में जो आपकी टैक्स स्लैब है उसके अकॉर्डिंग टैक्सेस होंगे. अगर लॉन्ग टर्म है विच इज ग्रेटर देन 1 year, देन यू विल बी गेटिंग टैक्स्ड 10% ओवर एंड अबव 1 lakhs ऑफ प्रॉफिट. एंड अगर वो कंपनी इंडिया में लिस्टेड नहीं है, इट इज लिस्टेड आउटसाइड ऑफ इंडिया, देन द डेफिनेशंस चेंज. शॉर्ट टर्म का डेफिनेशन 2 years का हो जाता है एंड लॉन्ग टर्म का डेफिनेशन ग्रेटर देन 2 years हो जाता है. शॉर्ट टर्म में आपका टैक्स एज पर योर टैक्स स्लैब the taxes will be getting deducted, but in the long run it will be 20% after the indexation benefit. So for example, अगर आपको 1000 RSUs मिले हैं and you are eligible in 30% tax slab and the company is listed outside of India, then you will be getting 700 stocks instead of 1000 stocks, and the rest of the 300 stocks will be held as the taxes. So whenever you are getting shares of a particular company, that company is withholding some amount of shares as a part of your tax liabilities. So guys, I hope RSUs, ESPPs और ESOPs आप सभी को समझ आ गए होंगे. अगर कुछ भी डाउट है तो कमेंट सेक्शन में बताइए. I will try to resolve them as soon as possible. And if you have liked the content of this video, so please like it, share it with your friends. Do post your reviews in the comment section and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more such updates. Plan today for a better tomorrow. Thank you.